Welcome back, guys. It's William Bootsy Blandon. I just got through doing a deep video. I mean, deep. Eyes watering up and everything. And I forgot the delivery people was going to call. And they called right when I was filming the video. I was like, because I don't edit my videos. I just start over. But today we want to talk about my deep rooted fear. This is probably the only thing right now I'm more afraid of than dying. So y'all might thinking because I'm getting older, I'm more worried about dying. No, I'm more worried about really having to go back to the workforce. Now you gotta listen. You gotta listen to the video in entirety. I'm gonna give you reasons why. It's not just because I'm a lazy nigga. It's that I know that if I get out there, do all that effort, and getting out there doing all that extra hard work, when I know I could do something much simpler and get a large sum of money, like some of y'all in a day, you make anywhere from $50 to $100 a day. I know with a one-time sale of something, I can get $200. I could probably damn near get your whole check with less effort. That's the key word, with less effort. So it's like I can't see myself going back to the regular workforce. And number two, I'm too independent now. And I'm an old head. I'm too old to be going back and listening to some 20-something-year-old boss me around and be like, nigga, get in the back and do this. And I can't. I can't go back to that. I know it sounds lazy or whatever, but I'm not lazy in the mental aspect. Like, I would really get out there and grind and put out content. I just can't see going back to the physical hard labor and listening to somebody yap in my ear. But I just did a whole long, deep story about how I built up enough relationships that if I had to really go back to the workforce, I know I got some hookups. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the only thing worse than regular retail is probably fast food. But let's keep it real, guys. Let's say I get no more sales from online. I don't close any strategy sessions, and I really had to go back to work for somebody. What would I do? I actually have many options, and I actually thought about this. I think about this more than death. I have my old boss who happens to own a store right up the street. A little corner convenience store. He just happened to come to my town. He called me. I could go to him and be like, can you hook me up and give me a job behind the counter? He gonna be cheap because I know him personally. He's still gonna be cheap. You think he'll hook me up like that? No, he'll give me the job, but he gonna pay me regular. But if I had to go work for somebody, I could do that. I got another friend. Uh, Back in Waterbury, I've been a shout out to everybody, Waterbury, Connecticut. I was out there for like 5 years grinding. Like if you want to start your life over at rock bottom and do it cheap as possible, you move to Waterbury, Connecticut. Even lower than Bridgeport in terms of rock bottom where you got to start over. Waterbury, Connecticut. But I lived a decent life in Waterbury, Connecticut. And I was able to level back up from Waterbury, Connecticut. But my point is, I was talking about my boss. She's not my boss, but I'm saying she's a boss over there at Burger King. She became a Burger King manager, regular chick, hung out with her. She didn't smoke weed, but she was around that type of environment. She didn't care if we were smoking it. We should go out and drink at this local bar out there. She's a manager. If I was really struggling, like really, I could be like, yo, could you hook me up with a job? You know what I mean? I'll do whatever. I'll wash, wash the floors or whatever at Burger King. Or come in and just cook and do it all. I would at least be offered a job. So that's the good thing about getting older. You create relationships where at least if you have to hit bottom, you can get a little bit of hookup, leaning, uh, at least be around people that you're familiar with. So it'll make you feel a little bit better about the situation. But I can't go back, guys. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I can't. I can't see myself doing it. And it's not just what I know I can make. It's really about independence. Because I can't see no 20-something-year-old kid like telling me what to do, like, and I know that this job ain't paying shit. I'll be honest with you. I tried to do it with the group home. One of my final jobs. I was driving for Uber and Lyft, and I was like realized that okay, I'm like tearing up my cars. There was a lot of wear and tear in my cars. I was doing Uber and Lyft full time, so I was like, let me try to go back to the workforce. First, I started a community center. Um, Obviously, it was a nonprofit. It had like semi mentally disabled people that you would maintain their day, give them an environment where they go shopping and stuff like that. And I tried that, and they wanted to pay you $14 an hour. Some of these people were very large, twice my size, and it's not like I'm a little narrow dude, twice my size. And some of them, basically, you had to keep them away from young children in these mall type situations. I'm sure you see them. You'll see them. They'll be walking like five people. It'll be, it'll be like a homeless. The employee usually look like he's homeless. They look all crazy, but he watching them. That's the jobs. They usually hang out in malls and stuff like that. They only want to give you $14 an hour. You'll have like five people. One steals. One you got to keep away from young children. The other one's stronger than you. If you talk big, you might slap you in the mouth. Like, the only thing that really bothered me was the pay. I would have risked my life with them if they would have paid like $20 an hour. I'd have risked my life daily. I was like, "You gonna try me today?" You know what I mean? But they wanted to do for that little pay, and one of them swung on me one day at the community center. And it's not like we can hit him back, but we're supposed to like take him down right away. And he swung on me about some stuff. I don't even remember what I said. I just remember you got to do such and such later, and it just pissed him off. And he was like, "Nah, but this nigga," and just swung on me. And they took him down, whatever, because I was new, so I didn't know the takedown procedure as fast. So they took him down, and that didn't even bother me. But if you're gonna go through all that, why don't they pay these people more money? They want to pay $14 an hour. Would you going through a day like that? So fast forward, I left there and went to the not a retirement home, group home. Same type of people. Some of them are slow. Some of them like normal people. They actually drive and go shopping themselves. But the ones you really had to care for was usually elderly. They going through some type of dementia. So I'm doing that again, $14 an hour. I think they gave us like a raise during the pandemic, like 15. It was towards the end of the pandemic when I left there. And it was just the pay, guys. I even built up a nice relationship with one of the dudes. He wasn't much younger than me. He was losing his eyesight, and we was real cool. Like, I remember his name was Tony. And he's tough to me sometimes, but I still enjoyed the job with him. But it was a lot. You had to like help him walk. You had to feed him every day. And it just bothered me about the pay. So here I was in a career I kind of was feeling. I guess that would be under like the social services field. I was kind of feeling that industry, but the pay's gotta be more. So I was like, I ain't gotta deal with none of that. I could be chilling at home and produce enough money so I don't got to be out there in the rat race doing that shit, that's what I'm going to do. But could I see myself going back to the workforce? I mean, you got to understand I got options too. I mean, I don't have to go back. Technically, I can go get a car tomorrow. You know, I'm not rushing out there now with these high car prices, and I don't leave the house. But technically, in an emergency, rather than going back to the workforce, I could also go purchase a car and get back on the road as a part-time. I could just do it part-time. That was my last resort anyway. I'll be real with you guys. That was my last resort plan. Like if sales didn't ramp up, we going back to Uber and Lyft part-time, not full. Meaning I probably would just do like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday through Wednesday, I would focus on online. That would be the last resort if sales did not start rolling in. So, but that also makes me think too, like, do you really want to get out there with them high gas prices and get back on the road? My eyes ain't what they used to be. So part of me is thinking like, leave that alone. But the hustler in me, it was called the ghetto part of me, the street part of me. It's like, nigga, you better get on the grind so you ain't gotta leave the house. So I'm doubling down. I'm doing postcard advertising. I'm doing solo ads. I'm doing Leads Leap. I got the My Capture page. I love My Capture page because they have so many different companies with an autoresponder already set up, guys. Check mine out. If you haven't checked out My Capture page, just go to williamblanding.com and just fill mine out. Put your real email address in there. Like, you're not going to get the full feel if you don't get the emails. So just put your real name and email in. Just fill it out. You can always unsubscribe. But that's the best way to test out the system. My capture page is the truth. Because the autorespond's already done. I ain't got to be doing no thinking. And I'm all about the grind, y'all. We ain't got to be doing too much. So I got that hooked up. I obviously got my domain, William Bootsy Blandon, linked up to that through GoDaddy. And it goes right to that My Capture page. You go in for one of my main opportunities. You can either click on the link after you watch the videos and go on one of my main opportunities, which is my software business. And you get on the grind. You get $200, 100% commissions with that opportunity. Automated. And all I'm doing is just postcards, little Craigslist started working, you know, the videos, the links below, just regular things. And I'm starting to see that through time. You know, this week has been slow. I probably only got like 5 signups so far, but it's not the end of the month yet. And that's all I got to do is make anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 with just that one opportunity, and just double it next month. Just double down. That's all I got to do. Start bringing in 3, double it again. So we have the plan now, but then I also have, you know, I got some old courses still sprinkled out there. I got some old links to some other affiliate offers. I got other offers. So it's really an affiliate business that I'm doing. But it's not like it's steady. You know, honestly, the only thing better is a steady check. But over time, I'll get to that level. But I just been like, in the back of my mind, if things don't pick up, should I do go back to Uber and Lyft, or go, you know, out there in the workforce? And I just can't see myself going back to the workforce. I can't see it. I did create some good relationships with some of y'all, very few, but a few people I created some good relationships through retell that I still talk shit to them people right now, even on Facebook. Still be talking shit with some of them from Bed Bath and Beyond. You know what I mean? A couple of them. Some of them were assholes, so I don't say nothing to them. But the few that were cool from Bed Bath and Beyond, I still holler at them once in a while. And also my wireless cell phone days, I'd be hollering at some of the people. I used to work for Nextel, Sprint, so that was like my family. You know, Uber driver people are like my family. I get in an Uber now and I'd be like talking to them like they're my family. You know what I mean? Because when you start getting older, you start creating relationships with each group. But that would probably be my last resort over going back to the workforce, would be going back to Uber and Lyft part time. So I was telling myself by June, actually June 1st, because I'm coming up on 2 years on my holding company. I was telling myself things don't pick up, we're gonna have to get back on the road. So we will see what sales are beginning of next month. Regardless what sales number we get, we're gonna just double down. But if it's steady like I want it to be, we're good. We're good. And I don't have to probably even worry about going to get a vehicle and getting back on the road. But we gotta see what we gotta happen. You know what I mean? We just got to ramp up our advertising. That's it. But if you guys want to get me on the phone physically, in the description box, you will have my strategy sessions. Get me on the phone. If you want to talk about business strategies, how we can set up an LLC will and take it to 500K. That's the type of people I really want to get on the phone with. But like, well, we got 5Gs to get started. What we got to do, nigga? That's the type of people I want to get really on the phone with a strategy session. Because I know we have at least something to work with. Or come to me and be like, yeah, I got 740 credit score, but my girl got a few grand. What we can make happen. And you guys will see that I'm fair. It's not like I'm trying to take all your money. Like, I'm really not. I'll take a small piece of money on the back end. If I think your business idea is good enough, guys, I personally, this is just me, would help somebody build out an entire corporation and just not even get any money until the back end. When the company start, as long as they sign a contract and saying they're gonna pay me later, because some people will try to play you, I will actually wait for my money. Because I know I'm that good. You hear what I'm saying? I know I'm that good. If you come to me with some cash, I can almost guarantee you we can set something up that will have guaranteed revenue going through it. It ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna get you rich overnight, but the point is, get the business structure set up properly, get 5 to 10 grand going through it, and then you start qualifying for the corporate credit. The corporate credit will take you to the promised land. You know what I mean? But you got to get a real business set up first. So that's the type of strategies I want to really get on the phone and talk to you guys about. But if you want to test out my software business system through Texas, just text my number 239-420-9733 and just test it out. Or just if you're ready to get started and you're tired of playing games, I'm talking to you, just a few of you that's tired of playing games. Go to William Bootsy Bland, not William Bootsy Blandon, just William Blandon. It's williamblanding.com and just get started. Watch those 2 videos. At the bottom of the My Capture page, you will have my contact information. Don't call me unless you're ready to get started. Don't waste my time. Don't call me just because you want to holler, you want to have a conversation. No, that's what the strategy sessions are for. You have to pay for that. But if you want to get on the phone and call me because you're ready to get started, not ask 20 questions, because the capture page, the autoresponders for that, and the text messages is for that. That's going to tell you what the company is, how it works. But if you're really ready to get started and you need to talk to me, my information will be on there. So put in your real email at williamblandrake.com. Your real name, real email. If you're ready to get started. But if you want to talk on the phone for an hour about some shit we can do right away, like, oh, I got some money, let's get this started, this, you know what I mean? Do the strategy session. It's only $47 one time, and you can keep calling me. Once you get my number, we good. Once you get my number through paying for the strategy session, you can keep calling me when you need me. So, but this has been about, believe it or not, me being afraid to go back to the workforce because of everything I know I don't have to do that. There's so many other ways to get money, and I'm just worried all the time, guys. Like, even though money's coming in, if it's not as much money as I want coming in, here's what I really want. I need, for me to feel comfortable and sleep good at night and not be bitching, I need 10 grand a month going through my holding company account, because then I can start doing some operational companies like the event space or the social club, and then I could just sleep good at night. Then I might start, taking a little bit of money, going out, enjoying life. But that's what I need for me to feel that. And I'm not there yet, but I believe we're going to get there. And you guys can help by going to drop down box. Let's get started. Stop playing games. Only people that's ready to stop playing games, go to williamblandrake.com if you're ready to stop playing games and get started. I'll holler.